What's up? It's Lip Service. I'm Angela Yee.
I'm Gigi, Maguire.
Jordy Jor.
Akeem Woods.
And I'm Sheryl Underwood, and I'm the guest.
Yes. She's the guest who has already produced the show
Entire
for tonight and asking us questions.
No,
you
I
can't
just-
help it.
Well, I feel like when you come to somebody's house, you need to ask questions. You know, you need to go, okay, what do you not want me to do? You want me to take my shoes off? You want me to do this? You want me to use a coaster? You know, so you don't just come into somebody's house balling out of control like you run this. This is your show. This is your thing. I'm here to compliment the situation.
Well, it is an
love
honor.
it.
We've been trying to
Yes.
schedule and get our times right for her. Because I was like, look, Sheryl Underwood's coming. We got to make that happen. Because
Yeah.
I
Well, thank
always
you.
have thought that you were so amazing.
Yeah.
So intelligent too. I like intelligent humor.
Well, I like to be, you know, street savvy. You know, I might have multiple degrees, but I can still dwell in the street. And I don't want to lose that. I don't want to lose the ability to be about the people no matter where I go. Because I want to be the person in the room going, what? We doing what? Hold on. Let me call Angela. Because we got to march tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I really want people to know I'm very cognizant of how people see us, you know, especially as women.
Yes.
Because people want to, you know, you saw what happened.
Yeah.
And I had to hold it together. But I think God put me in a position because I had already stepped in something. And I think God was telling me something bigger is coming. I need you to be ready for that one. So when somebody come out of back, because they want us to be angry.
Right. All the time.
I'm not angry. I'm passionate.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Because the loud, angry.
Yeah.
Black
Black
women,
women, she
they
can't
always
control
love to
herself.
paint
That's
people
right.
in
I'm
that
nervous.
with one
I'm
brush.
That's right.
can't
I
every
fear
time.
for my safety, but
Yeah.
y'all the ones unhinged. Y'all
Right.
the ones. I saw the movie. Didn't somebody hit somebody in the eye with a shoe? Wasn't
Oh,
it
single white female.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Oh,
there
yes.
you go.
That
So I
scarred
fear
me
for
for
my
life.
safety.
Yes.
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 About-
With the
but you
ginger.
talking about me?
Yeah.
I never did. The only thing I do is to protect myself. Y'all doing it over a dude
The
that you don't
most.
even know like that.
Right.
So I'm scared. Okay.
All that to say, I'm scared.
That's
I'm
right.
scared.
That's right.
Do
That's
you
right.
feel like Black women or brown women in media have to shrink ourselves to make other people comfortable?
No, well, I would say I wouldn't want to do that because one, I'm not going to dim my light just so you can appear to be shining.
Yeah.
But I will play a position. See, I don't have to be. When I got to the top, you know, me and Julie Chen Moonves had a chemistry, and I could feel it. So she was the moderator, right? And then I was the anchor. Like she would tee it up, and we would look at each other. And if I had something, I'd be like,
Got it.
and that was the signal. If I didn't have nothing, I'd be like, and that was the signal. Yeah, when I go like this, that means I ain't got nothing. But I want to hit it out the park. And when you got a good teammate, that's what you want to do. But you never dim your light for somebody else to shine. Why? Because you keep dimming your light gonna go out.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and as women of color, they know they need us.
Yeah.
They know they can't do nothing without our people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we're not, just because I'm pro me don't mean I'm anti you.
You know what? But what do you do when you have things happening and legitimate issues, but people don't have your back? Because that's the problem, right? Because
True that.
That's the real issue. It's like, this is happening. Y'all don't see this. I'm coming to you about this. I came to you again about this. Nothing's happening.
Because they want you to be so frustrated that you leave. See, what you got to do, and I'm not saying you personally, I'm saying when you in that situation, you got to find a way to either you gonna shop it, drink it, fuck it, pray it, do something to make, because what they want you to do is go, I quit. Not today. I'll be
Right.
back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow because I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, even if you got to talk to the dude down at the loading dock and go, Clyde, let me tell you what they did today. You be like, for real? You know, you got to find a way to be therapeutic in your commerce, because really they pressing your buttons for you to quit.
You know, I want to
Yep.
say that is something that will keep you going when you know what's happening.
Yes.
And you're not about to run me out.
Not at all.
So the more you do that, the more I'm staying.
That's right. And I am telling you, I'm not going. I will see you. I'll be here
I'm gonna be here
tomorrow. Be here tomorrow. I got a brick in my purse, but I'll
Yep.
be here tomorrow.
Success is the best revenge.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And continuity. Because what they want is you get mad, you quit. But where do you go? And then you
Exactly.
take that with you because you will meet that negativity somewhere else. Learn how to navigate it.
Right.
That will kill the person
Yep.
that's trying to get you to do something stupid. You be like, I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Facts.
And you got to document things too.
Oh, listen, beyond document,
Yeah, you
record,
Yeah.
document, fingerprint.
Start a mini series.
Absolutely. And then you need
Start
a
a
really
miniseries.
big dog.
Yeah.
You need a really big dog that comes in and goes, well, wait a minute. I won't let you speak to my protege like that. Get him, white man.
He's so silly. Akeem, have you ever had like a regular full like a job?
Yeah.
What did you do?
I was a server. That was my last job.
Okay, were
I
you
was-
a good server?
God no.
Okay.
I was
Okay,
just
I got
fun.
questions.
I was fun, and people liked me, but I was a terrible server.
But see, I was a waitress over at Sizzler
Okay.
decades ago.
I was at a breakfast joint.
Well, see, I was so bad at it, but that Parmesan cheese bread will kill her. I would eat by lit. When they would give away shrimp, oh my God.
I was
piled it up.
I was forgetting people's orders. I was ringing things in incorrectly.
Yes.
But people loved to sit with me because I was fun and I was gossiping
Yes.
about
Right.
people. And,
That's right, that's
but
right.
I was a terrible employee.
And
Okay.
telling jokes.
Yeah, I was
and
telling
That's
jokes.
when I knew I was funny because I would mess up,
Yeah.
try to be humorous, but then you learn about people. Now, here's my questions to you. Is it true that if you are a bad customer, do stuff be happening? Like on the Color Purple?
Do stuff to your food.
Yeah.
I will say I used to work at Burger King too. When I first started comedy, so way back in like 2010, I worked at Burger King, and I will say if you're mean to your Burger King, like fast food employers, they will mess up your food.
Yeah.
We've seen some
Really?
TikToks.
Because you're getting paid $7.25. You don't
They
care.
don't care.
It's not
Like if
fair.
like, you're gonna lose your job, I'm like, you don't think I can find another $7.25 job?
Right.
Have
So,
you done
yeah.
anything?
No.
Oh.
What have you seen?
Yes, I've
have you
seen it and not said anything.
What are you saying? Like,
I saw someone was yelling back and forth with one of our was like really rude to the drive-through person, and I was on front counter. So the drive-through, we could talk to ourselves on the counter. So the drive-through lady, she was like, "Hey, we make this order, but y'all don't got to wear gloves for this one."
Oh,
And I
okay.
just was like, "Oh!"
Don't
And
wear
they took off their gloves. I'm like, "Okay."
no.
And I'm just sitting there. I'm like maybe 19 at the time. I'm like, "Okay." I'm just sitting there like ringing people up. Yeah.
Really?
And that's how COVID was born.
Yeah.
For real.
This is 2011, but
Oh,
maybe,
okay, never
girl.
mind.
For real.
Yeah.
What about
so-
you, Cheryl? You never did?
No, well, I fear God too much because
Okay.
I was out there running them streets real hard and messing with athletes, and I was hoping the Lord as I was like, listen, I ain't trying to get caught up, because that was, I had to jump off a dresser because I done got caught up in
Jump off a
something,
dresser.
right? Because it's always the worst dude with the best dick. Did you? Can I say that?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can say whatever you
yeah,
want.
yeah.
It's lip
It's the worst
service.
dude with the
The
best
worst-
dick. And
is
you're like,
that true?
oh,
The
I
worst
think
time.
honestly though, yeah, some people, a lot of mediocre dudes have fire dick. I gotta
Yeah.
say,
Because it's
That's
the least
right.
they can
Yeah.
do.
I'm trying
That's
to think.
right.
Have I ever?
'Cause they need a
stayed
place to
too
stay.
long because of that?
What it do?
Yeah, because I was like, ooh, I don't want to.
Have you ever stayed too long because the dick was good?
Yeah.
what's staying too long?
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
you know, you
in
need to
some
leave
yeah.
that man
Yeah.
alone. You know, you
No,
need to
Yeah.
walk
you know
away
what?
from that
Yeah, I've had that
situation.
situation. I was
But
with
the
a
sex
dude.
so good, you just keep on going back.
Yeah,
I would
Yeah.
tap out. I tap out. I'd be like, listen, because I tell the truth. I was like, below the waist, I'm garbage. I ain't got the moves or nothing. Above the neck, I'm fine. Boy.
Yes.
You hurt your
I
feelings.
know you good.
Yeah,
'Cause
listen.
yeah.
You wake up,
Yeah,
you
I
missing a liver, some teeth.
A liver.
I put you to sleep. You did
I
certain
feel gassy.
just so body parts. You're like, why am I amputated below the knee? Because you're sleepy. That's what happened. Right. But I tell a man the truth, but I will stay in something because I just believe if you really care about somebody, stay as long as you can. Now, my two deal breakers, mess over the money.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can't mess over the money.
Okay.
And you can't really swing on me. I mean, I talk smack, but you can't swing on
You
me.
can't swing
Yeah.
on me at all. Okay.
Well,
As a matter of
sometimes I
fact,
started.
I
Have you
don't-
ever started it?
I don't, first of all, I'm not even on that. So
Yeah, she's very
And the
non-confrontational.
other thing, I don't even like people yelling at me. I'm really like.
I can
you-
see. I agree with
If
that.
you
like
talk
yelling?
to me
yeah,
crazy,
yelling is
if
great.
a guy
Yeah.
talks to me crazy or yells at me, you know how sometimes I've seen videos of guys being like, "You stupid bitch," and like never. If you do that to me, I'm never fucking with you again.
So,
Yeah.
okay.
Red flag.
You have that happen to you?
Which part?
Would somebody say you a stupid bitch or something in your face?
No.
Okay,
I think
so-
I would go to jail.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You
never
get still
happened to
bitch?
me either. It's always just went straight physical, no words. Just
Really?
choke me up.
damn.
So he
pat
just
me
walk
down.
up on you like what is
I
that?
mean-
No, who was Color Purple? When he walked up on Sheila and just slapped her. When she rocking the rocket chair, reading the book.
Listen, yeah.
Damn. What? I was reading the book. What the hell?
That is,
back smack
What the hell?
It's like that.
I have. and
that's
in the past.
crazy. 0
See,
to
of
100
all
is
the
wild.
smack, you know, because I'm little and I was dating, 6'5", 300 pounds, getting pussy getting beat up every day. Pop out. I was like, wow, I got 2 black eyes, 3 my legs. But I talk a lot of smack. I be like, man, shut up. And then when he stand up, I'm sorry, I'm playing. You want cheese on your sandwich? You want mustard on one side? But I
Mayonnaise
like
on
to
the
talk
other.
a little smack, right? But I guess of all the smack I've talked, I've never been hit. But also, I always had this look on my face. Because my birth mother, she wasn't no punk. Switchblade in the bosom. Straight up gold tooth in the mouth. Cold black finger wave. So I got that part inside of me. But I would not want to get violent with a man I love. Because once I got to get violent with you, it's over.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's over. Because you got to, I'm a widow. My husband dead. But
Yeah.
you can't survive this. I can't have nobody walking around the streets. I slapped her. And you still living?
Yeah, no, you can't do that. I want to say you have really small hands too.
And see the little bitty baby
Don't
knuckle.
you have little
Now that I done lost over 110 pounds, that little baby, that's cut knuckle right there.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Look,
I was
don't
with
she
it.
got small hands?
I
She
was with a
does.
dude, and when I was going
That
through.
make a dick look big.
Yes, it does. And that's a joke I used to tell. I was holding, take a picture with it. It looked like it was a big sausage hanging out of both sides. He was like, hold it one more time. Hold it with your hand. That's
Both
they so
hands.
little. Yes. Yeah, tighten it up like this. And they like all that
They
stupid,
love your little
that
hands.
stupid stuff. But for me, it's being little. When I had fibroids, right? And they put me through menopause because we were trying to shrink them. At that time, they wasn't doing surgery. We were going to shrink him. And I was with a dude. And I think he was a football player. He played football. And we was together. And I said, can you turn the air conditioner on? Why? It's in the middle of winter. And I said, can you open the window? Because I didn't want him to know. They were putting me in menopause. And I was really young, right? And that hot flash hit me. And I kicked him in the back. He was like, who kicked me with that little baby foot? It's a baby foot.
So you like big guys.
I have sampled everything God have made on the buffet of love.
Listen, I love it.
What are
But you know
some
what you like.
favorites?
Yeah.
Well, I like a baby DeBarge. I like a butterscotch. Elder Bars. I would love
Elder
to marry Elder Bars.
No.
But whoever, I
No
would want him to
butterscotch.
live in his own house until we can figure out if we're going to live together.
So you've met Elder Barge?
Yes.
I
And-
met him too.
I did.
Okay, what'd you think when you met him?
So-
Okay, who want to go first? Which one?
Angela.
Actually,
first.
he came to my bowling party. I had a bowling party.
Yes.
And he came super early. He was
Uh-huh.
like one of the first people there, and I felt crazy because no one was really there yet.
Mhm.
And I offered him a drink,
Mm-hmm.
but he was like, "Oh, I can't
Yeah.
partake in that because he's
He's saved now. Right?
yeah,
Yeah.
and he wasn't allowed to." But El DeBarge the DeBarge family
Yes.
in general is amazing, but El DeBarge is like a legend.
Yeah.
Yes. What'd you think when you met him?
So I met him at Essence Fest.
Mhm.
He was performing.
Yes.
And it was kind of like a backstage green
Mhm.
green room type
Mhm.
of situation. And he was really nice. I was just so honored because I've always been a fan. Growing up, my mom
Yes.
and my sisters listened to him a lot.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good dude.
Yeah.
Handsome.
Very nice.
Very talented.
Very gorgeous,
If I could find him in another type of man, because I don't think I'm the one. Now I can tell instinctively if I'm not the one for the dude.
Okay.
Or you
How?
chasing
How can
me
you
for-
tell?
Because there's certain things that men do for the one that they really want to hold on to. And I sit there and watch them and be like, no, I ain't the one. This is something. You either thinking something about me or somebody done told you something, but you don't really care about me like that.
What do you think you like men that are like?
I like a wounded bird.
That's what I was gonna say. Trouble.
Oh, someone you
Oh,
get
I-
a fixer-upper?
Not a fixer-upper, but I do like a man who I can help be a better man.
Okay.
So
And
you're a
when
healer.
say it again.
You're a healer.
Yes, but when you're in the public eye, men think you don't need them.
Oh, tell me about it.
I need you, even if you work at the gas station. You work at the gas station. Listen, make sure your little shirt is on. It got Nate on it when your real name is Nathaniel. But I'm the only person that can call you Nathaniel. And I'm come get my gas. I need that 91
Right.
octane because my baby work here.
Yeah.
I need a bag of Doritos. I need some Oreo cookies or something.
Absolutely.
I
Go
need
have Coke in a glass.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Clean
Baby, I
my
see you.
windshield.
That's right. I see you when you get home.
Love you.
That's right. And then if I can encourage you to, you work at the gas station. Now, do you want to own a gas station? And we're going to chop it together, put our money up,
Okay.
and get the gas station. Now we don't own one gas station. It's doing good. Do you want to own 3 gas stations? See, I want to be that woman to a man.
Oh,
No
Would
matter
you
what
invest money?
I will invest money and time in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people say, well, you're a sugar mama. No, I'm investing
Mm-hmm.
in a relationship because sometimes some men think all we want is what they got. How about we stack our money together? Because you ain't always going to have it. Right. You know, just like I said on Club JJ, if you come to me and you are giving up all this money, what happens when you don't have it? Do that mean I don't love you no more?
Right.
But if you giving up all this money, as soon as I go, let me hold 500. I ain't got it. Bruh, you had it to chase me. Why you ain't have it? You got to have it stashed away. And if you don't understand how to manage money, we can't be this power business.
Right.
Am I
It's
wrong?
indicative of other things.
You absolutely
You
right.
don't know how to handle
But can't
that.
you get both? Can't you get the treatment up front and then the consistency and the $500 throughout?
Because some guys will stop. So when you met me, you was flowers and candy. You was calling. You was checking on me, and then you stopped because you think, no, I need you to keep doing.
You got
what
settled
was
in.
doing.
The
That's
That's
I
right.
think men need to realize if you're not a flower and candy nigga, then don't ever do it.
That's
Because
what
why
I
are
say.
you going to start doing something and then it's been like 5 months? It's like, well, I haven't got flowers in months. It's like,
Right.
oh no, I'm only a flower dude the first 2 weeks.
Or are you sending flowers to somebody else?
Exactly.
Or are you buying me flowers because you've done something?
'Cause you've done
What did you do?
See, that's
what
the
did
problem.
That's the
right
guilt.
There. You'd be like, what did he do wrong?
What did
I can do guys. Has anybody ever given you flowers like a guy?
No.
Oh.
Now I got
Guys don't
sad.
So
give
what's your thing?
To guys, the way they
I don't
straight
think that. I don't know
like
if
gay
guy dudes
not a
do
flower
flowers.
thing.
I've
Gay
never,
guys-
I've never dated anybody though. You know that.
Oh,
but
right.
no one's really bought me flowers.
Somebody
Now,
bought this man.
But
now
when
I
you
feel
were
like, am I
dating-
hurt? What's happening?
Integration.
Here, I got some for you right here.
Integration. You need to get that integration money.
Yeah.
Get that integration money.
Look, I told you she over here working.
Yeah, we are sending flowers to every gay man in the nation via our sponsor,
That is
FTD.
money for flowers
That's right.
campaign.
That's right.
FTD.
Let's
Let's
get
go.
this
I wouldn't be.
integration
I would
money.
like. I don't need them, but it's a sweet gesture.
Yeah.
I think.
But
What would be the thing that makes you feel needed and appreciated?
If they got me something that I like, something specific
food,
that I like.
lasagna.
I do love lasagna. That's my favorite. But like, I'm a big
From
hat
scratch or Stouffer?
dude. Scratch.
Sponsor integration Stouffer.
Scratch.
Coin down.
But if
Listen,
they bought me
trying.
something cute, like I love hats, so if they bought me a cute hat or something,
See?
like, something like that. 'cause I'm like
Sponsor
30
new
something
era.
hats.
That's it. That's it.
Integration.
Listen, you see shows is on the air because they get that integration money. Your show is garbage, but you getting integration money. Why can't you? Am I right?
You
Am
right
I right? Because
about
you
that.
got the audience and the demographic.
Listen, Cheryl could be my woman any day.
Right.
She over there coming up with ideas.
I want y'all to get this money. I want y'all to and stay lean, right? Financially lean in the production, but be making hundreds of millions of dollars and be like, I hate her. You should kill yourself.
You know what I love? And you came in here and you told Jordan, you look familiar.
Yes.
And I love this because you were very invested
In
Yes.
the show.
in hearing
Yes.
about the Summer
Yes.
House of Martha's
And
Vineyard.
when I saw her, I was like, how do I know her? I know. Oh, that's yeah. They hate it. And so,
Yes.
do you have this situation, Jordan, where women that don't have good self-esteem and they slightly unattractive aesthetically, and now you mad because God gave you a different blessing, but He
And
gave,
some sense.
yeah. So why you mad at me? Because
That
I'm me.
I can help you have some sense.
That's right.
I got a penny or two.
And I can help you get them eyebrows
Get it
together.
together.
Something.
Get your eyebrows.
It's
And-
always fixable.
That's right. And to me, I like if we all was friends and we was going out, right? I want to be with some fly bras like
I
y'all
agree.
fly bitches. You know why? Because dudes gonna come try to holler at y'all, and it's gonna be one dude. It's gonna be 5 dudes. It's only 4 women. I pick up 2. The 2 that ain't messing with y'all.
You out here getting remainders.
That's
Well,
right.
let's be clear. Your DMs are lit. And you said after
Oh,
Club
after
Shay
Club
Shay.
Shay Shay, yeah.
Well, you know what's wild about that? A lot of men are like, I didn't know you felt like that. I didn't know you were alone. Most men think that women in the public eye got somebody.
Right.
And
Yeah.
it's the loneliest place to be in the world. And if you got somebody, he's got to be really secure
Extremely.
and understand. Like I tell a dude, Mr. Underwood is my father. That's my brother. You know, those are my uncles. Don't try to step into that. Be your own man.
Right.
You know, don't be a gump. I can't deal with
People
a gump.
really wanted to see you and Shannon together too.
Yes.
I want to see me and Shannon together. 'Cause I was rapping to the
I was
beat
about
that
to ask
night.
because I saw in the comment section everyone's like, the
Yeah.
chemistry is so made. The chemistry.
It
I'm just like,
really
ooh,
is.
what's going on with
And
them?
it is.
Because
You
I thought
know-
y'all chemistry was great too.
Well, this one
You had him giggling. I'm like, ooh, okay, girl.
I was working a comedy club in Denver when he was still playing football. And what's the other? It's another player that he was playing with, and I thought that they were the other person.
What club were you? Were you doing the improv?
Yeah, I was doing the improv
Okay,
in
yeah,
Denver, and so I was selling cassettes and CDs and posters and everything. So he came down and he bought some stuff, and he said, "Well, what do you want to do after this?" And I was like, first I was like, "Well, what you trying to do?" And then I caught myself like, "Can you be a girl just for once in your life?" You know, because I'm
What's up?
right. What you trying to do?
What's happening?
Yeah, you know. But he was like, "Well, what do you want to do?" I said, "You know, I saw a carriage ride. I'd like to go on the carriage ride." Right? So he was like, "Okay, let's go." So I was making that money, right?
Yeah,
I was
of course.
collecting all that money.
Merchandise.
Right?
Listen,
and he
I
was
know.
like, "Come on, let's go." And part of me was like, "Who the fuck you talking to? We just met. Fuck you. I'm trying to catch this money, right?
Right.
I ain't got money like you got." But then he said it again, and I said, "Hold the fuck on." So some different race of women other than us was like, "He's telling you to come on." And I was like, "You talking to?"
Right.
I said, "I'm Sheryl Underwood. I've been Sheryl Underwood. I'll be Sheryl Underwood. I'm not running after this dude." And I start packing my
But
I
I will walk quickly.
That's right. And then we got in the car. We couldn't find the carriage. And so we just turned the radio on and talked. And so I said, "Well, listen, I would like to get to know you separate from what I'm thinking about right now."
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
I said, "But I'd like to get to know you." And we talked. And we talked about his college days. And we talked about, I said, "Well, then," because most people they think they know what's going on in a man's life. Sometimes men have been hurt by somebody before us, and I didn't do it.
Right.
I'm here to take you on the other leg of your journey.
Right.
So we talked, and I was like, "You're such a pretty man. Your beautiful teeth. You know, people don't think I'm pretty. They didn't think I was pretty in college." I was like, "They don't know.
Right.
The beautiful body, right? Skin all one color. You
All
know?
one color.
Yeah. You don't have blemishes.
No
Every
patches, nothing.
Right." And I was like, "You are fine." You know? So we talked. But sometimes have you all found that a man may fear that? Because you're not the traditional woman that go, "You got to buy me, you gonna have to do," because they understand that. Because once they do and get what they want, then you could be discarded.
Right.
But if you got a brain and you say, "Well, why don't we start at this location and then see where it goes?" And we stayed friends, even though he had been in different marriages and different situations. And every time we saw each other, sometimes it's a look in my eye, you know. But you can't make something happen that ain't happening.
Right.
And,
Right.
and I'm not always gonna be ready.
How did you end up getting on his show? I mean, you guys have always had this relationship. Did he just ask you?
He used to
or-
work at CBS, so I would see him when I got to CBS. Then I saw him at the Super Bowl. We would see each other, and then when he got Club Shay Shay, when he was doing Club Shay Shay, and one of his producers was producing at the top. And they said, "Well, would you consider doing it?" I said, "I got one question." And the producer said, "What is it?" I said, "What is in the yak that's making these men bitch up like women? What is in this shit?"
What's in it?
But I think
Yeah.
that
Listen.
it's a trend. I say men want to be bad bitches so bad lately. And they want to be princesses, and they want to be like, it's an attitude to how they want to be treated and how they're being cornered.
that
Yes.
men are do, and it's so
All
crazy
of
because
it.
these same men will be the ones that are homophobic as hell. But I'm like, you
Yes.
gossip more than me, and I'm
Yes.
actually gay. Like y'all gossip, it's
Yes.
crazy.
How do you tell somebody? While I understand we need a place to tell our stories, it's the new talk show.
Yeah,
we need a
100%.
place to tell our stories. But some stories, I don't know if you tell. Let me ask you a question as a gay man. If somebody is a heterosexual man, say somebody said that they wanted to perform oral sex on you, because I don't know how graphic you want to get.
You can get graphic.
Girl,
No,
Some
I'm trying-
of us-
but I
space.
don't want to go so far that you can't get your integrations. You know what I'm talking
No,
about.
we're
You
fine.
get money.
Listen, we're
Integration
good
money.
on here.
Yeah, I want integration money.
I got you,
need you to
though.
get Charmin. I need you to get all that. I need you to get Crest. I need you to get Colgate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because after
yes.
that anal, you got a white.
Yes, that's right. That's right. There you go.
Dude
That's what
wipes.
I'm telling you. Listen, you need to
Dude
get
wipes
that
be fire.
Benadryl because you itching for some reason.
I got some too.
Right. I want you to get all the integration money. So if a straight man says
Yeah.
that a man says to him that he wanted to perform oral sex on him,
Yeah.
wouldn't that be something that you would go, well, what is it? What are you projecting that made a man say that to you and you're a straight man?
Yeah. Well, the thing about that is some straight men
Yeah.
are not.
That's all I needed to know.
And that's it. And the fact is, they have this weird notion. I talk about this on stage. They have this weird notion that if they're the top or if they're the one receiving it,
Yes.
they're not gay.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, girl, well, I'm not gay either then. Apparently.
There it is. That's right. That's right.
Like,
But then
So-
I guess my feeling is, why would someone say that to you and then you repeat it in an interview? Like, we not supposed to perk up and go, hold on,
Yeah.
rewind,
Right.
rewind.
What'd you just say?
Yeah.
What you just say?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And see, for me, some days I'm Messy Marvin. You know, I'm like, I heard what you said. So that means
I feel like some of these things that they're saying is like, that was supposed to be in the group chat.
Right.
That
Yes.
wasn't supposed to be for everyone to see.
But I
That was
also
supposed
think
to be
that
in the
sometimes
group
when people
chat.
sit down and do interviews and do things, they want to go viral.
That is true.
And they know, like, if I'm here, I might as well tell this story. And they know it's going to, like,
But don't they
Yeah.
know that's forever?
yeah.
Now you stuck like that. And then you wonder why. There's some entertainers, like I think Steve Harvey on Family Feud is the best job for him.
Oh,
It's
he's
the looks
amazing
on
on
his
Family
face.
Feud. He is amazing on Family Feud.
Sat in the audience, front row. It was such a good time.
He's
Yes.
quick.
His-
He's funny. He's
Yes.
perfect for that show.
Best
the
job
show
for
is
him.
one thing, but his improv and everything he does in between takes was the best part.
Yes.
It was like 2 shows in one. It was amazing.
And he is where he should be.
And then he closed out in prayer.
That's right. But if the Steve Harvey that we all know that's capable of some things, he's evolved away from that. D.L. Hughley. These are men that I know. D.L. Hughley, I think he's one of the greatest political pundit, intellectual thinkers
1,000%.
of our generation.
I 100% agree.
So to me, when you get to a certain point, go in that lane that you're going in. But there's some things that you wonder, why can't I get? Because you just told all your business like a bitch. And the industry is sitting back going,
He's messy.
nah, I can't do
we
this.
don't want
Right.
that.
Or I can't do this. Or if you get up and tell some stuff, the gatekeeper is going, if they see something, they're going to tell it all. We can't give them
Right.
nothing.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So you got to be careful what you do and say, you know. But some people are entertaining with, like, I think, what's that boy name? Orlando Brown.
Yeah.
Whoa, baby.
Yes.
Orlando Brown make me stay up all night long. I be missing
Orlando
flights.
Brown rabbit hole.
I was like, oh my God, I didn't even know that part of the story.
He said some. Isn't he the one who said something about Nick Cannon?
He said something
Yeah,
about
Nick
it.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because how do you handle that as like a Nick Cannon? You just have to like laugh along with it and just be like, he's
The
crazy.
thing is, he
No.
says so many egregious things that at this point, it's kind of discredit him because he's like, you can't say this is about everybody. Like everyone is this.
Everybody,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, but then if somebody don't get up and go, I wasn't there. It
Yeah,
wasn't me.
yeah, yeah.
It wasn't me. Somebody needs to answer back.
I agree. Someone does
And
need to be like,
nobody
hey,
has.
I
There
wasn't
you
me.
go.
But
Which
everybody
means-
keeps saying they don't want the smoke from
Nobody
him. They're
has.
Like, he's too
Because then
quick
it's
on
gonna
the tongue.
turn
They
into
don't want
more
the
of them.
smoke.
But
Yeah.
sometimes you also
Right.
like,
Okay, are we here? Are we
Yeah.
here? You better say something.
what'd you think about what Terrence Howard said when he told? Because people were like, why would he tell
What
this
did he say?
story?
Oh yeah,
He
we
was
talked
talking
about it on
about
the
Diddy.
show. Yeah.
And he was saying how, Diddy invited him. Diddy wanted like private acting lessons, and so he went over there and he just was basically like hanging out. Nothing happened, and then he asked him to come back. His assistant was like, "He wants you to come back next weekend, and and just hang out." And then he was like, "What?" But like, what's we didn't even do the acting lessons. And the assistant was like, "I think he wants to fuck you." And he just told this story, and then he started talking about men in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And
And then he said he's like I'm never going back over there, which is I get it. But then he did say something that did bug me because he was like, I'm a masculine man, and that you'll question my masculinity. I'm like, homosexuality and masculinity aren't separate. You could be a masculine man
You could be
and
a
still
masculine
be a
homosexual.
homosexual
That's right.
man.
I seen The Wire.
That's right.
Y'all seen
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like don't
Yeah.
don't try to like sissify
Right.
gay
Right.
men to be like, no, you can't be both. Just say you're not gay.
Yeah.
Right.
But what you should be mad at is gay or straight, he shouldn't be sexually propositioning you.
Right.
Y'all are supposed to be coworkers.
Right.
Well, he didn't. He just his
Yeah.
assistant was
Through
like,
the
it just,
assistant.
Right.
Exactly.
But
So
it-
he should be
I
mad at
think-
that aspect.
What? Say it.
Say
Say
it,
it,
Gigi.
Well, but see, here's the thing. It's just like a woman.
Yeah.
So if a guy says, well, come over and sure, I'm going to help you write these jokes and everything, and be like, okay, cool, let's chop it up, write some jokes, we drinking and everything. I've had people say to me, if you do this, woo, wop, wop, you can be on tour with me. I was like, okay, so what I'm going to do? Why, if I'm going to do that, why am I still out here street walking these jokes? If I'm be your lady like that, because now I'm working 2 times and I look stupid right now.
Right.
So
Now
I
I'm
quit.
working double time for
Yeah.
the same pay.
There it is. And might not even be any pay.
Okay.
Or you think I'm that? Okay, then let's negotiate the deal. That's why nobody comes back to me with it, because I start negotiating. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm not going to do. Here's what I need if I'm being hurt. That's because you're mad because I'm a businesswoman, right? But once you try me, then I got to keep laying down, in my opinion.
Right.
If you say to
It
me,
doesn't stop.
that's, but I got to keep going for the higher gold. So you are the gold at this level, right? You one gold bar. Well, now I got to leave you. I got to find where Fort Knox is, and then I got to go to him and see if he will accept the offer. Because if that's what I'm about and that's what I'm
You're
doing,
going to the top of the top with it.
there it is, right
Yeah.
there. I want to hurt people's feelings. How sure do that?
If you gonna be a hoe, be the best hoe.
Be the best. Do
Top
times.
dollar hoe.
That's what I'm talking. That means I gotta practice. I gotta do things that I'm not good at. Because if that's what I'm doing, but I'm not good at it enough to transact that type of business.
Okay, I'm with you. 'Cause
Yeah.
I've never been able to do that myself.
Absolutely. I got to give you some money back. You be mad.
You out here making change.
Yeah, you be mad.
Issue a refund.
I got a joke where I say, as soon as you put a tip in, you be like, I need gas money. This is garbage. This is garbage. Yeah, you might well put your
I don't
shoes back
even
on.
believe you.
Well, because
I don't.
I've for what I've gone through in my life. You know, we hear me talk about being violated and everything, even as younger and everything. So my position was, you're not going to take the sexuality that God blessed me with, right? You're not going to take that from me, from being my violator. But I want to be making love to somebody that loved me, and that's few and far between, right? But my head game murder. I know what I know how to do.
What is it that you do?
Oh.
Gee,
I concentrate. I concentrate. I focus.
Gigi, you think she better than you?
I think she
No,
might
I
be.
think no.
I think she might be.
Have you ever had like 2 of your back wisdom teeth removed?
Baby, I
So
have
you-
no teeth in the back of my
That's
mouth.
what I'm talking.
Okay.
The only teeth in my mouth
Listen,
is
I like to talk to the commander in chief.
I
I'm in
am
the
here
middle
for the
of-
dick sucking, no teeth hand high five. I'm here for it.
I am in the middle of some dental work where I had to get implants. So I currently only have my like front teeth, and then
That's
all
all
of
right.
my back teeth are roots right now.
That's
I had
right.
to get the
So is
extra
this the trick?
So I'm
You
having
gotta
a
get
good
out- you
time.
need to call
Yeah.
out
I
the
didn't
surgeon
prolong
and-
the damn process because
That's
I'm,
right.
I'm liking not having them teeth in my mouth
Absolutely.
right now.
Or you got to
The
use
cheat
like
code.
you can't have sensitive teeth because when you put the ice in there and in your mouth, you know you got a sharp pain in
Wait,
your
what
mouth. You done
ice?
clamp
Well, you
down.
put ice. Why you-
Yeah,
What do you
yeah.
put ice? You be sucking dick
See,
with
we're not giving all our secrets. It's got to be a surprise.
Wait, I've never sucked dick with ice. You supposed to suck your dick with ice?
Really?
You're not supposed to, but you can.
Like on one
I don't-
cheek and then the other. The
Why
warm
would
and
someone
warm
like-
and a cold.
Yeah.
As a person with a dick,
Damn.
I
And
don't
then it
want ice.
melt and that make the sound
What's
louder.
the other
What
one?
just happened
The,
to just Wintergreen Lifesaver?
What's
I-
the,
you gonna do that too?
But what's the other one?
Or
What's
the
Altoids?
what was the
Altoids.
Altoid and the
Apparently,
Listerine
I've been
thin
sucking
down.
dick.
Yes, the strip.
Listerine
But
strip.
sometimes you
That's
can
your
cut
game up.
Have
Accent.
I been
Mouth
sucking
got
dick
this.
wrong? Because
The
I just suck
Listerine-
dick.
I feel like the Listerine strips
Yeah.
is a cheat code because
Yes.
that's for the girlies who don't, or anybody in that who don't know that the further the dick goes down the throat,
Yes.
the wetter your mouth gets.
That's right.
That's how you get your mouth wet.
I'm
So
ashamed of
if
you,
you
Akeem.
really doing what you need to do and putting that thing where it needs
Apparently,
to go,
I'm
Right.
mediocre because I
you
didn't
don't
know
need this
you were supposed to
Listerine
do all
strip
this
to get
That's
your
extra
right.
mouth
shit.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And so you got to be ambidextrous. You got to hit things and do things and juggle things. But
Juggle.
yeah, we can't be giving up all our secrets because then it'd be some substandard bras out there
Thinking
doing
they
what we
got what
do.
we got.
Right?
What about this? Will you put a finger in his
You mean to stimulate the prostate or?
while you're doing it?
While you're
Yeah,
giving
some men will
Okay.
accept
Okay.
that. Some
You
and
can
that
do it. You
does.
got little fingers.
Yes, but then when you get in there, then you got the hook. You got the hook in
You got to do
there,
that.
right? You got the
Yeah.
hook. But to me,
bowling.
but isn't that better with someone you love and someone that loves you?
Yes.
That see to me, that's when like back in the old days when we used to, we used to come together with our eyes open and see each other and still be kissing everything.
Right.
That's when it
Kiss with your eyes open.
yeah, when it happens. I take a shower together. I gotta go,
Romantic sex do be hitting sometimes.
Don't it?
Yeah. I had romantic sex once with that Denver guy, remember?
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
he was really
Wait a minute, who
like
did he play for though?
I wish. The doctor.
He's a
He was a
doctor.
doctor. He was
Yeah.
a doctor.
What kind of medicine?
He was a pediatrician.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. But it's a lot of athletes that, you know.
You like
Believe
like
me, I know.
football over basketball.
I like athletes.
Just okay.
I like a man, an athlete I like because the shifts are the same. I work on the weekend, you work on the weekend.
Okay.
You get your check on Monday, Tuesday, I get my check on Monday, Tuesday. Let's meet somewhere and hang out, and then I'm going to dip out, you know. But I really like a man who is interested in me and willing to. Some men I don't really like to do nothing with really fast because I want to be in love. I loved being married.
Okay.
I loved it. I would have been married to this day.
Right.
I want to come off the road, pick up the dry cleaning, come in, make the dinner and everything because I'm very patriarchal because my dad was the most amazing man and he showed me a great example. But some men, it didn't work out. So I was just a weekend girl.
Did you reply to any of those DMs that you got? Because I know you said your DMs blew up after the club trip.
Some men didn't leave any contact information. They just left their thoughts, and I was like, "Well, how do I contact you? Because I don't know if this is real." That's my feeling.
Yeah.
That's the thing about the DMs. You never really know where they coming from with it. You never know if it's a real page, if it's a
I think the problem is people when
they
people
page be private.
Yeah.
So it's like, how do I
Yes.
even investigate you if you saying
That's
you're so
right.
interested in me and then I go to click on your page?
Right.
Am I supposed to request?
I
you?
agree.
That's
Private
right.
pages.
That's right.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
That's how I
Yeah.
feel. And I
Yeah.
don't understand social media that much. I want to get on it a little bit more. I just don't understand it. And I'm very afraid of it. And then as long as I've been single, I don't want to get involved with somebody and I think he the one and you nuts. And now I got to burn your house down. You know what I'm saying?
Burn your house
Yeah,
down.
I got to do some things.
something
So.
crazy.
Gigi just got a man.
I did.
Ooh, so where's his father? Because then we could be in there together. You be with the man, I be with the father.
Well, yeah, and by
Well,
the
Or
way,
the uncle.
And
That
by the way,
might
the
work
father
out.
is her age.
Well, the mother is 2 years older than me. I'm not sure.
She's with
So
a
what's
young
the-
man.
I'm
Ain't
with a
nothing wrong with
younger
that.
man.
Okay, listen.
That-
You heard me say 35 to 95.
So he's
Yes.
29.
Okay.
I'm 45.
And
Well, the thing
He's cute,
with
too. I
me-
saw pictures.
Yeah,
He's
he's very
cute.
good looking. The thing with me is that my daughter is 28, so they're very close.
How
in
does she feel
age.
about it?
She loves him.
That's
She's happy
good.
for me. She's happy that I'm happy.
Uh-huh.
Aw.
And they, have their little time, together, like on
Yeah.
the phone, and when she's at the house and he's on the phone, and that whole thing. Their communication is good. When he came to see me last week, she was excited that he was in town, and yeah, it's.
What does he do for a living?
He owns a.
That's what I love. Stop right there. You ain't
okay.
gotta say nothing else.
He owns a company. Yes,
owns.
he owns a company that he does very well. He also has a side hustle in the entertainment industry.
That's what I'm talking about.
And
Okay.
he does well for himself.
That's right.
And he's
Oh,
no
yes, he would say
kids,
he
no baby
owns.
mama.
Yeah.
He's
Does he want
educated.
any?
Yes. he
You
does.
still can't have?
We
Because
can
my
make it
transmission
happen.
been dropped. I can't.
Well, we can make it. We might have to get a little help. But,
That's right,
we
that's
can
right.
Make it happen.
That's right.
And
You
I'm
would do
willing.
that?
I'm willing to. Yeah.
I didn't know that because I knew you. I thought you was done.
One and done. Okay. So here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
And he actually helped me realize this.
Uh-huh.
The first time around I was 17.
Yeah.
Her father was murdered
Oh,
5
sorry to
days
hear
after her
that.
second birthday.
Mhm.
It was really hard.
Mhm.
I wasn't the best mom.
Right.
Even though I did what I could,
Yeah.
we raised each other.
That's right.
essentially. So I would have that second time around to do it
Yes.
with
Right.
the husband, with the
Yes.
whole family aspect,
Yes.
and with
Oh,
the
wow, I've
finances
never heard
and the
you say this
ability.
before.
Yes.
Yeah, with the finances and ability to actually do it the right way.
Absolutely.
So I told him that we got to get married first.
That's right.
Right, we gotta
Say
get
that.
married first, and he comes from a family of husbands. Like
That's
every
right.
man in his family that he looks up to is a married man.
That's
so he
good.
Wants
That's
that,
amazing.
right?
Oh, that's a
Uh-huh,
blessing.
Yeah, he wants that.
These are all
And-
things she never wanted to do. before.
Listen,
That
sometimes
Auntie
something-
Cheryl.
we
That Auntie
change.
Cheryl is here.
She just makes you open up.
And we're gonna have an Auntie Cheryl episode of lip service.
So, but let me tell you though,
Okay.
I also did tell him that we'll have the baby, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even 2. But if you leave me, them motherfuckers going with you. Okay?
Oh,
They your kids.
really?
They your kids. I'll be the
it.
best mom meat I can be, but they will be your children,
Yeah.
and they will
They will
go
be
live
your
with
children.
you.
See, I
okay?
thought
leave
one-
me if you want to. You're taking the motherfuckers with you.
Well, see,
I
one
respect it.
time, long time ago, when I still had my parts, I got caught slipping, and I thought I was pregnant, and the dude was so happy and everything, and I was like, I don't know why you happy, because if I am, this is my child. I said, because
Thanks
we're not
for
married.
my
Right.
That's right. I said, don't come over here. I said, matter of fact, I'm going to have a picture of President Obama. And he goes, my father, he's in the White House. He's running the world. He said,
He's in the
you
White
ain't nobody
House.
unless we decide. Because I don't want to don't come over here with $50.
Okay.
Talking about, I'm that baby pappy. Okay,
Yeah.
I bet you are.
Yeah.
You know, but I it wasn't meant for me to have that journey, you know, with a man. But I'm so happy for you because even the look on your face,
right?
You just look so happy.
I'm really in love. It's genuine.
Yes.
It's pure.
How long have you guys
organic.
been together?
We met 9 months ago.
That's awesome.
We just had sex for the first time like a week ago.
How
was
we
it?
made the relationship?
Oh yeah, finally. Let me tell y'all, we finally had sex, because we talk about this a lot.
Yes.
And we always talk about how we haven't had sex yet. We
Yeah.
haven't had sex yet.
But that's good. You should have waited. But what did y'all eat after the sex? Like a bowl of cereal or something?
No, so I got up at.
That's a good question, actually.
Because,
okay.
Yeah.
I like that question.
We had just came from dinner.
Okay.
Right? We was watching some TV. We got in the bed. I got in the bed naked because I'm like, you ain't.
Yes.
First of all, he popped up on me. He lives in Michigan.
Hopefully.
And I live in Georgia.
Hopefully.
And he called me like,
where you from in Michigan?
Ann Arbor.
Okay.
So he's like, I'm on my way to the airport, and if I make this flight, I'll be landing at such and such time. And he made the flight. So I'm like, oh shit. So
and he didn't ask you to buy no plane ticket or nothing. He just, that's what I'm talking about.
So we go to dinner, and then we come back to the house and we watch TV.
Where y'all go eat?
Papados.
That's what I'm talking about.
I love Papados. And it was his first time there. He wanted to go somewhere fancy, but I'm like, I'm putting on a sweatsuit.
That's right.
And no lashes, no, you know, I'm just going as I am.
That's
and
right.
We about to just go eat. And it was perfect. He enjoyed everything about the restaurant and the food and everything.
Did y'all get Swamp Thing?
I didn't get a Swamp Thing.
That's drink strong as I don't know what.
Yeah, I didn't get a Swamp Thing.
Listen.
We was drinking down Julio because I knew we was about to act the Julio when we got
back. That's a commercial. Integration.
So we get back to the house. I get in the bed naked because I'm like, listen, you didn't came all the way here. You didn't popped up with me. You didn't came here for a reason. So we ain't about to play these games this time.
That's right.
This is your third time sleeping here with me. I'm getting naked this time. So
that's
I got
right.
naked. You know, one thing happened, next thing happened, and it happened. And it was good. So he had an early morning flight because he had to go back to work.
Did he miss the flight?
Right. He did not miss the flight.
Okay.
But I woke up at 4 a.m. and cooked him breakfast.
See, that's the trajectory. That's the way it should go. Now, don't think we ain't forgot about you.
Not a thing.
Are you looking?
No.
Wait, you were. She had a
like,
rotation.
A cute little roster, and they all eliminated themselves.
Okay, that's good because
they do eliminate.
It's called the lip service dating show.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Integration.
What integration and what is happening? If they can pop a balloon, we can lip service.
Yo, that pop a balloon
and
show
get
was
you the
wild.
lips.
Remember
Okay.
we did that with Black Youngster? We should really do that for Jordan.
That was funny.
We should get some guys up here.
We get some guys.
Yes.
We can't see them.
Oh, I can't see him. Damn, I gotta be blind to him.
But we actually could also do this with you, Cheryl.
Yeah.
Yeah, but wait, I'm going this way
now
first.
You don't want to
no,
integrate.
no.
Now you don't want to integrate.
I think I'm in for the money now. I think this is what I really think. I think we need to go here, but we can go here.
Okay.
Because I like everything, right? And I'm coming once a month. Y'all be like, oh, please, we gotta have to move the studio. Why? She's outside. Cheryl is outside with her own headphones and equipment.
She got her own mic.
You're not part of the show. Why you keep showing up? And she bringing food. She bringing pizza. Y'all
She came with pizza. Y'all said y'all
Yeah,
like pizza,
yes.
right? I done went to Joe's.
Yeah. But to me, it would be fun for you to do a dating show.
Yeah.
That-
we
that
did that
would be-
once, and it was really fun.
Do
I
about
did it
8
twice.
episodes of it.
Right.
Do about 8 episodes and shop it. You got the production capability. You do it because that makes you a producer of content.
Sheryl Underwood
Yes.
Productions. Let's
Yeah.
go.
And I think it'd be some great guys.
Yeah.
And we got to make sure it got to be a threshold on the finances.
Okay. That's
For sure.
important, right,
That's
Jordan?
very
That's
important.
important.
Yeah,
Yes.
threshold on these finances.
Yes.
When we filter them, we have to see some proof of funds.
And test some blood and some urine.
Yeah.
Yeah, do some background check.
You gotta do a clear
some
background.
Definitely a background check.
Now
Yeah.
listen,
Girl,
Jordan,
stop.
you had a game you wanted to play with Cheryl. So
Oh yes.
So let's get your these are just questions.
Okay.
Okay, so it's
look, she got a position. Why are you in this position?
or disagree.
She ready.
This is fun. It's like kicking it with your friends.
Okay, you have to just tell me if you agree with the statement or you disagree with it.
Okay.
Okay. Men over 50 give the best head.
I disagree.
Ooh.
Okay.
Come on, comment
Who's
section.
giving the best head?
Everybody.
There's no age limit.
Nothing beats a failure but a try. Stay focused. I can coach you.
Okay.
Breathe out your nose.
Okay.
It'll go well for you.
Teaching me.
That's right.
Do you think people are too sensitive for comedy these days?
See, I can't really answer that question because I'm a practicing comic. If the joke is written well, you might be able to survive.
Okay.
Right. And it depends on your audience. Like they're bringing back the R word. And I have a R word joke and it doesn't spin well when you say disabled.
Okay.
Right? Comedy is about profane language. Slurs are
100%.
slurs. Stereotypes are stereotypes. But there are some people that are very sensitive. But now that we've changed the political position in this country, you can say everything now.
Okay.
Because he's doing everything.
Right.
now.
Everything.
So you can't come to me and go, I'm canceled. Cancel that.
Right.
You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
First.
But don't be so sensitive. Like I got a joke about my sister is disabled, right?
Right.
But when I describe her, it's a description, and one of the words is a slur. But the joke does not spin well if I don't say that.
word.
Yeah.
Because when I say it, people go, "Your sister look like that."
Comedy is an economy of words. It's all about
Yes.
saying certain words at certain times.
Absolutely, and don't take it personal. You know
It's
what I'm saying?
jokes.
So I didn't answer your question.
Yes,
So-
yes, you did.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said disagree, kind of.
Yes.
Kinda.
Okay.
Right.
Kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
If he's not paying your bills, he shouldn't be in your bed.
Oh no, I totally disagree with that.
Jordan
Okay.
agrees with it though.
What? That if he's not paying?
Not necessarily. Like I had a pipe cleaner,
Uh-huh.
and we were just, enjoying that moment.
But did he clean the pipes on?
Yes.
On the block.
Well,
He was cleaning everybody's pipe on the
No,
No, I
block?
meant her house. I
no,
didn't
no,
just want to
no,
see
no.
what street she lived
but
on.
not
Right.
no.
Oh,
But
okay.
if I'm
So-
in a relationship and if you're wanting me to take you seriously, I feel like there has to be a financial investment. That could be flowers, that could be a card, that could be the movies, but to me,
You got to do something.
like the pockets is where the men really care
But
about
I
shit.
thought you were saying paying bills like mortgage. Are you paying mortgage? Are you paying insurance? Do you have a universal life policy on me that you paying for?
Well, that was just a general statement
Well, see,
of
for
if
me,
you agree.
I think some men will pay bills to control you.
I
And
agree with that.
Absolutely.
Facts.
And so
Yes.
that's why I
Been
come.
there.
I got 3 clean credit cards. We eating? Okay, bam. I can't tell you who it is, but I was
shit.
in love's big crush. And we were talking, and he was like, "Well, let's go to lunch." I was like, "Let's go to lunch." So
What
I
sport he play?
turned.
Right.
Oh no, he's not an athlete. He's
Okay.
not an athlete, but he's a very good businessman.
Okay.
Okay.
And
After Cam was cut, I
and
didn't
he's
know who
Latin.
this is.
And he was Latin.
He's Latin,
He was
okay.
Latin. So
Huh,
and
I'm
I
over here like-
turned to grab my credit card because I feel if I invite, I pay. So I turned to grab my credit card.
That's how
and
gay people do it.
And the waiter said, "The gentleman has already taken care of it."
Whoop, whoop.
And I was
Yeah.
in love. I was like, "What we
Yes.
doing after this? What?
And you- right.
I'll
It's
ride
so
in your
smooth,
car.
you didn't even
I'll
know.
ride
Start
in-
watering.
That's right.
That mouth start watering. all over
Listen to
again.
that. And I was like, well, listen, I'm gonna leave my car with the valet, and I'm gonna ride with you. Because I've sampled everything God have made on the buffet of love. But sometimes men control you with their money,
Absolutely.
and they want to get you hooked on it.
Yeah.
They love bomb you with the finance, and now you got to have the nice purse, you got to have the jewelry, you got to have, and then he treating you like dirt, or he got 5 of you that he contributed to them. Well, I need you to drop 4 of them broads and
Yeah.
put all this money on
And to me.
Yeah.
right? So I don't know. I don't like the controlling of me with your money.
Okay.
And if you are in my bed and you paying for things, do you get to dictate? You know what I'm saying? So you paying a bill. We together as a couple. You paying a bill. Now you turning the thermostat. Hey, Nick. What you mean I can't have the heat on? I pay that bill. I pay that bill. It's cold in here.
Yeah.
Turn the heat on.
I'm anemic.
Yeah. Or you these times you looking at the refrigerator. Why you buy that? Because that's
Yeah.
good cheese. I was shredded. That's okay. You don't run my house. Also, I don't believe in shacking either.
Ooh,
Okay.
okay.
We can't live together. It's my property, but you putting the key in like you run things. My neighbors is talking to you like you run things. Oh,
But can somebody have your key to?
not
not
necessarily.
live
Well,
there,
I'm
but-
very reclusive. A lot of people say I'm sneaky. I'm not sneaky. I just think that you need your private time. I need my private time. And then if we get together and we relax, it's gonna take a long time for both of us to relax around each other. Now, can I? Men say, "Do you want a key to my place?" No, I do not. No, because I'm not coming over like that. And don't call me. Can you bring me a loaf of bread? No, can you go get a loaf of bread?
We can
Who
DoorDash
do I look
it
like?
to
Doing
you.
that?
Yeah.
There it is. There it is.
I was saying
Right.
that.
I'm not doing it. But if we're gonna exchange keys, then why don't we exchange vows?
Ooh.
Ooh,
If you got married again, you would live together.
that's the only way.
I would.
Or would you
want to be
rather
in a monogamous relationship for a long period of time, be engaged, and then live apart until I'm calm enough,
Okay.
and you're calm enough, because you're getting the best of me when we meet, right? But then I need you to be around the me that's anxious, the
Yeah.
me that's mad, the me that I didn't sell all the tickets to the comedy club. Now I'm short. I'm in the red in my business. Listen, y'all need to put some more promotion into the comedy show. You know, this Mix and Mingle tour, trying to move these tickets. So when I come home,
Mix and Mingle tour, yo. We
that's
moving
right.
these tickets.
Moving
Let's
these
just make sure we-
tickets.
Integration.
So if I need you to see me like that. I need you to see me
No, that makes
sad,
sense.
in pain, worried about my sister. You know, worried about how am I going to pay for her care now that they might be cutting services off. You need to see that in me, and then I need to see what you're going through and how we handle it. As long as you don't end it, we cool in the gang. Now, once we get married, till death do us part.
I do want to say
I
you
like
look
that.
good. Can I just
Thank
say
you.
that I'm looking at your skin?
Thank you.
Is beautiful. Like you look amazing.
Well,
I just want
thank
to. I
God.
just want to say that
Thank you.
because I've been thinking it while I'm watching you talk.
Well, you know what the wild part is? A lot of people didn't want to talk about being on like Ozepic and Wegovy and stuff. I got on Sex Center. My doctor's black, Dr. Zuri Morel. We're trying to go on the Tom Joyner Fantastic Voyage cruise to talk about these things because people, they're coming up to me going, Sheryl, you look amazing. I feel amazing. But we need to find a way to get health care for everybody.
Right.
Get this medicine for everybody. Because if we don't talk about they want to do surgery on you. Well, my black doctor was like, I get why you're going to do it. The diabetes in your family. You might have amputation. Try this medicine first. Changed my life. But a lot of people didn't want to tell it.
Right.
Well, I exercise at the gym. You lying.
Yeah.
You lying.
Yeah.
Don't lie. So I told the truth. Now, I'd like to be a spokesperson for one of these companies. Integration.
And
I like
I
to be a
knew it.
spokesperson.
That pharmaceutical money now.
That's right. But
Very
I also
low.
like to tell them, I talk to people about it. What are the side effects? What is happening? But I feel better than I've ever felt in my life because it doesn't just change your body and weight. It changes you mentally. It alters you mentally. And I want people to know that. So thank you for the compliment. And when other women say you look good, because usually women don't want to say other women look good, right? Because you so insecure about yourself. Why don't you give somebody else their props? You know what I'm saying? We all very fly looking people right now, included, right?
Right.
Included.
We are bad bitches. All
So
right.
if you got a man that would like to be in a long-term monogamous relationship with me and understand it's going to take me a minute, I've only been married once.
Yeah.
And I only want to get married one more
One more
time.
time. But you want to get married again. So
I love marriage. I want somebody to miss me when I'm on the road. I don't really like a man being on the road with me because now I got to cater to your needs while I'm over here trying to make this money.
Yes,
And
it is
then-
annoying. It
It-
is
okay,
very
tell it.
annoying.
Say why.
Yeah,
Say
yeah.
why.
Because they don't see what we do as a job. They think it's fun because
Yeah.
we're talking to people, we're entertaining people, we're selling merchandise, we're
That's
taking
right.
pictures. To them, that's fun. But to us, it's like, bro, this is work.
That's right.
And after I get done doing all, and when you take someone on the road,
Yes.
you're losing money.
That's
Because you
right.
got to pay for their plane ticket.
Absolutely.
You got to pay for food when they eating.
Absolutely.
You got to make sure that during the day you got to go see St. Louis or whatever city you
Say
in.
it.
You got to do all this.
but
When
what
you're
if
by
he's
yourself,
working too? What if you get him to like, also help out, do things,
what is he gonna be doing?
selling merch?
No, I'm somebody. No.
Now he know how much you made off them t-shirts.
I did
Now
not
you
need
got-
it. I did
let
not
me
need it
hold.
in my
No,
pocket.
you can't hold. I have to buy the
No,
t-shirt.
yeah,
I
yeah.
have to ship the t-shirt.
Exactly.
Then I have to
Design
pay.
the
That's
People
right.
do
of
not.
it.
You do not tour. If you're dating a comedian, do not go on tour with them.
Well,
It
what
is-
about the married couples? I think Adele is married to her husband. Samore's married to her. Some people like that sort of thing. For me,
Does some more tour with her?
I
Does her
think
husband go with him?
I thought he was going on the road with her. I
But
don't
maybe
really
he
know
does
her
security.
business.
I don't know
Yeah.
her. I just.
Well, see, for me, I'm going to speak for me.
Yeah.
If there was a man that was doing that, being security, it's like sometimes they don't understand. This is not fake. I
Yeah.
really do want to take this picture with this.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%.
Right, I want to
Yeah.
take this picture where he's watched the show. Him and his boys, they paid for VIP.
Yeah.
They done bought the
Yeah.
bar out and everything. So I'm gonna come take this picture. And he got an arm around me. Sir, did you really do all that? I'm not going nowhere with him,
Exactly.
but I'm paying attention to my customer,
Right.
and I respect my
because
customer.
you know
Because it's a
that's a
relationship, too.
repeat
That's right.
customer.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
right.
That's
but
a
you
repeat
think I
customer.
want to be with this dude? So now we back at the hotel fighting
Yeah.
because I saw the way you was looking at dude. I wasn't looking at nobody. I
was
don't have my
looking at the
glasses
dollar
on.
sign.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I don't even have my glasses on. Who was
Yeah.
up?
But I can't see.
I was looking at you. I was looking at you. I was looking.
I can't see you being with anybody who would be insecure in that manner, though.
But if I'm attracted to somebody and I don't know they're insecure until they become insecure, and I'm like, oh,
That's
man,
facts.
I done messed up. But I would hope that a man would see how I move and then understand, oh, she really only want to be with me. I tell a man, if I really like you, I don't need to seek because I found.
Ooh,
Be
I like
confident in that. That I'm not going out on the road sleeping with everybody. I work with nothing but male promoters. You know, I can work with some female promoters, but I'm more of a male-directed woman. So if I'm chopping it up with a dude and goes, let me do this, and he'd be like, so sure, you know, I could do this. Man, you better quit flirting with me because I don't, you know, I don't do that. I don't sleep with who I pay.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Have you ever, since we just talked about like people taking pictures, have you ever done a show and like liked a fan? Somebody that came up to you?
hit.
And okay,
I hit.
you goddamn right. I fuck fans.
Listen, who you telling? I have to.
I've hit. And you know what gets me? It's when they want to talk to me. When they like my brain, that's when I go, oh, this is not going to go good. It's not going to go good for either one of us because you want to know how I think. Or we're talking all night long. And especially if it's a 4-day gig.
Oh,
so you
yeah,
met 'em
Thursday,
on the
Friday,
first
Saturday,
night,
Sunday.
And then you talking.
Yeah.
And then
Don't be on
I'll
no
see you
cruise.
tomorrow. And then, yes. And I'll see you tomorrow.
I've had that happen
Are you going to swing
before.
by and bring me something? And then what you eating? I'll see you after the show. And then
I'm
I gotta
coming
go.
every day to the
Yeah,
show.
and then I gotta
My
stop
God,
and pick up
it's
my
weird.
mom.
That happened
you
to
know?
me in Seattle.
See,
That happened to me in Seattle. I met someone the first day. I was there for 4 days, and by the third day, I was like, "Hey, I'm trying to meet somebody else."
Yes.
So, like,
Oh,
I'm
and
about
then
move
you
into
have to
Seattle.
get rid of them.
Yeah.
And this the wild part. When they know that you only stay in certain locations, and then they on stakeout at the hotel where you staying at. Who you know in Seattle? Because I got to do Tacoma Comedy Club, and we need to sell all them tickets.
I
out.
did laughs. I did a club called not laughs. What is it called?
Is it time to go? Because 3 people just came out of the little booth.
Oh yeah.
What time is it? It's time to go. Did you ask all your questions? I'm sorry. Did you ask all your questions?
She really about this. She
No, for real, because I was looking at this. That dude came out of nowhere. And
It's time to go. Right?
Yeah, I was like,
I wanted
what
to
I
ask
do?
you
I'll
a
talk
comedy
too long.
question.
Go ahead.
Okay,
answer
did
the
you
question.
ask all
Yes,
your
yes,
questions?
yes,
Okay, because you can ask me anything. So can I come back next month?
Yeah,
Or maybe if I come back, I got to figure
Yes,
out what's my
please.
schedule. But I do want to come to New York like
And we're gonna
once
set
a
up the
month.
dating thing. So
Oh
Yeah.
that's gonna be fun.
I should be the auntie that asked the
yes,
question.
please.
I would
Sitting
love-
sitting
Yes.
with a purse
Yes.
and a house coat on.
Please.
Sitting with a purse out. You do what, young man?
Right.
Did you
What
see
did
on
they do?
SNL they did a sketch that was based off of you? Did you?
Me?
Yeah, they was like, I gotta see it. How am I find it? It was like a
Oh,
comedian
find it and send it to
yeah.
me.
And they were like, oh, they are channeling Cheryl Underwood in this sketch.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay,
show you.
I need to see
Akeem, what
it.
was your comedy question?
Okay.
I love that you're touring, and I was wondering, are you touring for a special? Are you working on a special? Do you
Mix
have
and mingle special.
any offers up with like Netflix, Hulu? Or are you gonna do it yourself? Like, what's that like?
I have 2 guys that work with me, Mike Washington and Kyle Urban. And at the end of the show, we bring guys out of the audience and they come up and they try to win some of my money. All you gotta do is walk across the stage. If the crowd get on your side, you may win some of my money. I would love to engage Netflix on a consistent platform because there's no place. We don't have Def Jam. We don't have Comic View.
No.
So I would love to do something like that. And the jokes have to be told the way you wrote them. No censoring, no.
Yeah.
You know,
Just
just
tiptoeing around people feelings.
that's
Yeah.
right. None of that. It's uncut. They're bomb. So if Netflix says, Cheryl, we will do that with you, I would do that in a heartbeat. Right.
Amazing.
But as far as me doing a special, I'm an old school comic. I'm, Henny Youngman, Mort Saul, the Godfrey Cambridges, the Richard Pryors. There were certain things that you polish a joke. And if I don't tell that joke when you see me, have you seen me? You see Richard Pryor. If you don't hear him do anything that sound like Mudbone, you see Richard Pryor. So for me, a special, I don't know if I'm good at it. I got a special on the Comic View. I don't know if I'm good enough to do a special.
Yes, you are.
I agree. You are 100% good enough to do a
you
special.
have been good enough to do that for
Especially
for a
with the
very long
mediocre
time. Like,
specials coming out.
That's what I'm afraid of.
No,
There's so many
you're
people
way
doing-
above that. I'm not gonna lie.
But then don't you
Especially-
have to write a whole new set to do the special?
No, you just gotta work.
No,
on
I
material
think
that
it's
you
just
have.
whatever hour you're currently working on.
Yeah.
It could be the
I've
special.
been doing them jokes for a long time.
But they're
And people
not
that-
on the special.
Right. But there's some jokes I never record because they so. I want you to come and experience it live.
No, I feel
I want
that.
you to go, did she
Okay.
really say,
Yeah.
relax your tongue? Did
Yeah.
she really say?
Did she really say remove your back teeth?
That's
Right.
yes. But I will say this: I'd like to work with Netflix, but I don't know. Also, don't they do things through analytics and you know?
Yeah. Apparently.
So
I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
not over there either. So
right. But then where would we put it?
HBO Max.
I was just about to say
HBO
HBO Max
Yeah.
needs content.
Hulu just dropped a bunch. Is doing
Some
comedy
comedy
shows.
But aren't they
now.
Disney?
Yes.
Related?
I think so. Yeah.
I might be a little too hardcore for that.
No, I think
Adjacent.
I think you could do
I
it.
think they're letting people do the jokes they want to do.
But then who did we say? Who
You also
need
could do
HBO
HBO
Max?
You could do
Max.
YouTube
Max.
also.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you could
you can
self-produce
do
it and
that.
do it yourself.
Yep.
That's what a lot of people have
I
been
just
doing.
would like. Well, I need somebody to pay me some money.
I
Yes.
agree.
right.
Pay for some production.
Pay me
I
some
need to pay-
goddamn money.
I
Yeah,
agree.
I need you to pay me. But I wouldn't mind doing certain things. But as far as live performance comedy, I need us to keep comedy clubs alive.
Yeah.
100%.
And I need the comedy club to understand everything cannot be promoted on social media.
They do need to change that up because they stopped. They as soon as
They
social
rely
media
on
blew
that.
up, they stopped because they
Strictly
used to have
rely-
like call lists and
Yes.
even when I started in 2010. They used to have a call list. They used to do promotions. They used to do a lot of things to get people in seats. And now they're just like, hey make sure
post
you
it.
post.
Yeah.
You need a street team
Yeah.
with the social media.
Yeah.
But you also
Need it
need
all.
terrestrial radio. And,
Yeah,
and
radio,
I tell
yes. People
Black
stopped doing radio.
we got to talk about this. You lose an election because you didn't put the money in black media and black
Facts.
radio. And then black people do not believe that Jesus is coming back until they hear the black radio station say the location that Jesus will be in.
100%.
And but we can't be charging something in black media just because you're not getting the ad buy. You can't
Yeah.
charge something that I can't come in. If you say it take this amount of money from us to interview Sheryl Underwood, I'm a businesswoman. I'm going to invest in that because I need to move my tickets, and my audience is still listening to radio.
Yep.
Well, listen.
100%.
Speaking of moving tickets, where
Yeah.
can people find all of these tour days? Because you have an extensive
Big one.
And we're getting ready to add some more tour days. Praise the Lord. We're getting ready to add
one
more
we
tour
coming
days. But
to?
all you got to
Right.
go, all my stuff is Sheryl Underwood with an S. Instagram, Facebook, all this stuff. Somebody need to teach me how to do TikTok. How you trade.
We're gonna
the
do a
ball.
TikTok after this.
Hold on. What
We
are
got
we
you.
doing? Do it.
We're doing one of your quotes.
Oh. Okay, y'all gonna teach me how to do it because I don't
yeah,
understand.
Jordy got a
it.
TikTok ready for you. She's
Yeah,
our
she got
TikTok
one ready for you.
expert.
Really?
Yes.
Is it me? Okay.
It's
hold on.
you.
Yeah.
It's
For
you.
real, it's me?
Yep.
So y'all gonna lip sync to me?
Yeah.
Oh, can I tell you something? I did not know I was as popular on TikTok.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Because people are doing impersonations of my jokes on there.
Yeah.
And I'd like to meet them.
That's
Yep.
what TikTok is.
Yeah.
Everybody
That's what
just
it is.
recreates.
Mhm.
They recreate.
For real?
sound.
Yeah.
Big moments. Or,
I didn't know that.
All right.
What about
Jordan.
Snapchat? Are we not doing Snapchat no more?
Not
trying
really.
to- I'm trying.
But Jordan got you on the TikTok. She gonna get
I'm
you
very upset that they don't use the what's the little thing with the kitty cat?
The dog.
I like the one
filter.
that-
The filter.
Yeah,
filter.
I like the
Filter.
little
The
kitty
pink.
cat filter.
All right. Well, Cheryl, we're moving
No.
past MySpace.
Oh.
We moving
No, I heard somebody got engaged from MySpace recently. So listen, if I could remember my MySpace password, I would go back.
Listen,
I
go
would
check
go
on your
back.
top 5.
Right.
Yes.
All right,
Don't
no,
Justin
but-
Timberlake own MySpace?
You said what?
Don't Justin Timberlake own
I remember
MySpace?
he invested.
They
in
turned it into like a
What?
music thing. It's like a music thing now.
Oh, I didn't know
Yes.
that.
See, listen.
Wow.
I know a lot of
It was
stuff.
Tom
Okay.
back
So
then.
yeah, all you gotta do is go on this stuff. We're gonna add some more tour dates. We're booking all the way up through December.
Oh, because we up to November 21st here, but now we up to December. Okay.
Yes, we're going
Oh,
through
the
the year.
Time Join a Cruise is October 19th, by the way.
Yes.
That's
Yeah, and
gonna
if
be
you
a
buy
time.
a ticket under the ZNEF hashtag code, Zeta Phi Beta Sorority, that's our scholarship arm is ZNEF, then they get some money back into the scholarship arm.
That's
and I'm going to
amazing.
do a meet and greet on that because I am a Zeta, and that's why I'm trying to censor myself so I can stay finer. But we love all the sororities, all the fraternities, and all the civil rights
Do you want to
organizations.
mention some upcoming dates, like some dates that you have
But
upcoming?
in Stress Factory, New Brunswick, New Jersey. When will this air?
Not till next week.
Oh, not
Yeah,
till
so-
next week.
Yeah, so don't worry. Yeah.
Okay, so
we got you, but we
Pleasanton,
yes.
I'll be at Tacoma, and
Baltimore.
yes, Baltimore, and I'm doing a Jacksonville, Florida Mother's Day show.
Oh, nice.
then-
That's where my
Jordan's
dad
father
lives.
Really? In
Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Oh, he got to come out.
He is. Yeah.
What's up with your daddy? I mean,
See?
I'm gonna send it to the show now.
Listen,
I know the email
and then-
address.
and you're gonna get a pony for Christmas and a
Thank
big
you.
and an easy bake oven. You get a green machine.
My little Milk Pony. I was waiting for it. Thank you.
I'm old school now. I know how to crush a child with some toys.
Okay.
Come sit on Auntie lap.
Yeah.
Auntie child. I got jokes about that too. Why you can't be our mama? I ain't trying to be your mama.
I'm trying to be honest.
Yes, right. Now, this is temporary.
Well,
but yeah, we would hope that people would come see the show because I use that money to invest in other things. And I'm working on an animated venture.
Oh, I like that.
Okay.
Animation, but all the content is very adult. It's for young men who all they do is get high all day.
Oh,
So it's
I know
animated.
some.
It's fun.
Right.
Yes, it's animated,
That's
and I
amazing.
only want
All they do is
comedians.
get high.
We got to do something that's putting comedians to work.
yeah,
I
absolutely.
agree.
So I want to
Akeem's
produce
like,
content.
Listen, I
Right.
agree.
Akeem's like, I'm available.
Yes.
Akeem texted me like, you know anybody that needs to hire somebody for a corporate gig?
My
Yeah,
April
because the
is
money
empty.
right? Because
so-
the money is drying up because there's so many people. There's not a lot of
I
jobs
know.
in Hollywood anymore.
I
So there's
know.
so many people coming into comedy.
that don't do comedy, but they just got followings.
Absolutely,
I know.
absolutely. So we
Yeah.
got to do things. We got to make our own movies, our own sitcoms, our own social media things,
Facts.
and grow ourselves while we keep the fundamentals of what comedy is truly all about.
I agree.
Well, I look at you as such a star, so
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you.
You
know,
do.
we so hype you
Yes.
here, so
Yes.
thank
Yes,
you.
yes.
Okay,
We'll
so
see you
Lip
next
Service
month,
Dating
right?
Show.
Yeah,
Lip service dating.
Dating
and
show.
you'll be here next month for us.
Yes, I gotta get them schedules and them numbers and everything together.
Okay.
But I love New York. They gotta put me out. I was running through people back in the night, but I never got caught up. You notice who they not talking about with these freaky things?
Who?
Luke.
Ooh.
You
He
noticed
started
that?
it off.
I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
They tried to a little bit, and Luke shut it down.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, they
Quickly.
tried to come for him, and he was like, "Well, but we not doing that."
That's right. They never went.
And
it's a
Luke
lot
is
of
your
people-
guy.
That's right. He gave me one of my first recorded jobs where he took some of the material and we recorded it. And to me, those are the guys that I respect. Some people they go too far. I grew up in Chicago.
Right.
You know, I knew R. Kelly when he was Robert. You know what I'm saying? And I saw things. I did Puffy when he was throwing parties here.
You saw things.
I'm the kind of person that I'll either creep out because I saw somebody and be like, so let's leave, or I'll be like, oh, it's getting late.
Yeah.
I got to get up
You gotta go.
early in the morning. But when the freakiness happen, I'll be like, I'm not good at it one-on-one. I'm sure not good in the group.
Well, I will say with R. Kelly, people from Chicago or that like grew up there, they let him some R. Kelly no matter what.
Very protective of
Yeah.
him, but I was very disappointed in the situation.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to stop us from indulging in the thing that they're going to use to destroy us.
Facts.
Right? And you can't be violent toward a woman. Somebody should have stepped in and go, hey man, that
You
ain't
got
never
killed.
cool.
Right.
Yeah.
You
gonna
saw him
lose
being
the
violent
blessing.
to a woman?
No, I mean when the footage comes out,
Okay.
you got to be able. Somebody got to step up and go. No, God ain't gonna bless that. We doing too good. God ain't gonna bless that. That ain't what you want to be. You know, because you notice that other people get in trouble, right? And they get out of the trouble.
Yeah.
We get in trouble and it destroys something.
Yeah.
The whole career, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And legacy even.
Legacy.
Yeah.
And everybody
Yeah.
attached to it.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. So
Everyone
now
goes down.
nobody's eating.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? Nobody's eating. And they're gonna come for everything. The politician, the preacher, the musical act, you know. And the last thing I really want to say, we've got to start investing in our own.
Yeah.
You don't want us to go to college, we will go to a HBCU. You don't want to give programs for the kids, we will do what the Black Panthers did. We will feed our own children. We will teach our own history. We can do it ourselves. We want to be with you, but just because I'm pro me don't mean I'm anti you.
Yeah.
But what you gave, you took back. I'm cool.
Thank you. I love it.
Yes.
Facts.
Well, thank you so much. That was a perfect
Thank you
way
for
to end
having
this.
us.
We appreciate you.
Thank
Lip
you. I like
service.
athletes too.
Yes.